Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com, and today we're taking a look at our Mamiya 645 to Sony E RhinoCam Vertex stitching adapter. This is a lens adapter that allows you to take multiple photos through a medium format lens with a full frame camera. You actually rotate the camera sensor around the vertex or the center of the lens to 4 points. You take 4 photos and then you stitch these 4 photos together in post for a 6x6 style square stitched image. We have a lot of different versions of the RhinoCam Vertex. Today we're taking a look at the Mamiya 645 to Sony E version. We're going to show you how to set it up and how to take some stitched photos with it. First off, let's take a look at how to mount the lens and camera on the adapter. Basically, the lens mounts on the front here. The Sony E mount full frame camera mounts on the back here. And I can actually show you, you can see here, see how the sensor is offset? You basically lock this adapter down to a tripod. It's got an Arca Swiss style tripod foot right here. It also has a 1/4-20, so you can mount it on a tripod. And then the adapter actually rotates the sensor to 4 separate parts of the image circle of a medium format Mamiya 645 lens. So you're actually capturing 4 different sections of this lens's image circle. They do overlap, and they have to overlap because you then take these 4 photos into post, stitch them together for a stitched square image. Using the adapter is pretty simple. You're just going to mount the Mamiya 645 lens on the front, find the red mounting dot on the lens, line it up with the red mounting dot on the adapter, press the lens into the adapter and rotate it to lock it into place. We're just going to find the red mounting dot on the back, line it up with the mounting dot on our Sony, press in, rotate it to lock it into place. There we go. Now we've got the medium format Mamiya 645 lens mounted. And like I showed you, we can rotate the camera to 4 specific points. You capture 4 images that you then stitch together. Now, one quick note, to mount this on a tripod, you're going to want to make sure that the tripod doesn't go any farther than here, because you do have to rotate the Sony, and the Sony camera's grip does get pretty close to the mount. So you want to make sure you have it mounted right on the edge there. If it goes out too far, you will not be able to rotate to that position. Okay, now that we have the RhinoCam Vertex all set up, it's time to take some stitched images. Now there are a couple things you need to do before you take your image. Obviously, you're going to want to focus the lens. You're also going to want to pick an aperture. I'm going to shoot pretty wide open because I want that like really nice shallow depth of field medium format look. Now, obviously, a lot of medium format people shoot with a narrow aperture too. It's just a style, but I really like the shallow depth of field look with this setup. Okay, we've got our aperture set, focus set. Now, to compose our image, we're actually going to have to kind of rotate the camera around the lens because in this position, we're only seeing 1/4 of the photo. So we're gonna rotate it to the 4 shots. I'm gonna kind of get a feel for what the final square image is gonna be. And then I'm gonna adjust it a little bit so I can frame it up right. Check it again. Okay, yeah, this is looking good. This is exactly what I want the shot to be. Now, I'm gonna have to set up the camera a little bit. First off, set the color balance to whatever you want. Set it to cloudy, daylight, whatever the color is. Don't leave it in auto, because if you leave it in auto, when you stitch the 4 images together, there might be some weird color variations between the 4 shots. So pick a color balance, pick a shutter speed. You want the shutter speed to match. Basically set it in manual, pick a shutter speed, pick a color balance, and you are ready to go. Okay, we've got the shot all set up. We've got all our settings locked in. We're gonna take our first photo. We're gonna rotate the camera to the 2nd position, take the 2nd photo, rotate to the 3rd position, take the 3rd photo, rotate to the 4th position, take the 4th photo. And just like that, we've captured our 4 images. We're gonna take these images, import them into our computer. We're gonna stitch them together. I'm gonna use Photoshop's photo merge function, and we're gonna end up with a final square stitched image that has a really nice, beautiful medium format look. Now, we're not actually capturing as much of the image circle of this lens as we would with a medium format piece of film, but we're getting close. We're capturing more of the image circle than we could by just shooting with a full frame sensor through the center of the camera. We're capturing 4 images around the vertex of the lens, stitching them together, and we are getting a really beautiful image that does have a very medium format feel to it. Obviously, if you want to shoot medium format, your best bet is to get a medium format digital camera or shoot with a medium format film camera. This is more of a fun tool. If you own medium format lenses, you want to do some stitching with them, and you have a full frame camera, this is a great tool for you. A couple things to keep in mind: do not use this setup to shoot a crowd scene or traffic, because between the 4 stitched images, there might be some movement. You know, you might have people walk to a different part of the scene, and then when you stitch it together, it's not going to look great. So definitely this is better to use for a still life or a landscape. If you want to shoot movement, there is a way to do that. Just slow your shutter speed way down. Do long exposures. You can do a long exposure of moving water, you can do a long exposure of a crowd, then you get that beautiful blurred motion, and the 4 images are gonna stitch together much better. Okay, that'll do it for today's video. If you'd like to learn more about RhinoCam Vertex adapters, click the links in the description below. We have a link that goes to our entire line of RhinoCam Vertex adapters. We also have a link that goes to this specific Mamiya 645 to Sony E RhinoCam Vertex if you wanna pick up that one. Also, comment below if you have any questions. I would love to help you out. And one more thing, click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos just like this one. I'm Sean with Fotodiox.com, and have fun shooting with stitching lens adapters.